Oh, hi. How are you on this fine evening? I'm pretty hot. Pretty hot. But anyway, guys, I think I have like a small diesel heater project for you. So nothing to do with that. That's actually very good. Usually when I buy very expensive things, I'm extremely skeptical about is it worth it, man? Am I wasting money? Stuff like that. But dude, this thing was absolutely worth it. This is really great heater, no doubt. Uses very little fuel and keeps the workshop nicely, so that I can work in these clothes. I don't need anything extra on. I don't freeze. Gets me through the winter perfectly. That thing is amazing. Don't regret buying it at all. I can't say the same for the stupid boat anchor that I bought last year. I'm talking about the vertical log splitter. Man, that thing is just worthless. Wish I could just throw it away, but I could never get my money back. So just gotta live with it, I guess. But let's focus on the topic of the video now. I did mention a little diesel heater project that I have planned. Now I'm hoping it's not gonna be a long video. It should be pretty straightforward. Basically, I just need to build like a small trolley and test the setup out. If it's not gonna be very long, I'm probably gonna release it on a Tuesday, like a smaller project video for you guys. At this time though, I'm not sure if this is even worth it. I just want to test it out. So the idea is basically in the title, but here's my explanation of the thing. So I want to build some type of trolley setup, install that thing there, a couple of batteries, and use that setup to heat up all sorts of different diesel engines basically, in order to start them up during the winter time when it's cold. Now, I know guys, there are many different ways to achieve this. For example, I don't know, glow plugs. I've heard there are even options to heat the coolant up with I don't know, some heater thing. Air intake heating is another option. Just blow torching the oil heater. I mean, there are many different options, but well, honestly, I think the glow plugs would be the best option, because there is like a huge difference compared to the Bobcat. Last year I did not have glow plugs that worked on it, and it was a nightmare to start it up, but right now I do, and the thing just starts up like in summer mode. But the Bobcat is the only machine I have in my fleet that actually has glow plugs, the holes available. None of the Soviet machines I have, they don't have any glow plug option whatsoever. I mean, these two definitely don't have any of that glow plug nonsense. So Mr. Kirovets here doesn't have anything. It's just a giant cast aluminium block. It doesn't have any glow plugs. It doesn't even have decompression. The thing is just horrible to start in the winter, I guess. Now, originally, it did have some type of pre-warmer that actually ran on gasoline, if you believe it or not. So there was like a small gasoline burner under the engine, and that thing heated up, I think, the intake air or maybe the coolant. I'm not really sure on that. But what do you guess what happened? I mean, when you put a gasoline motor under heavy greasy motor diesel engine, what is gonna happen, man? That thing is gonna burn down. So that thing has been removed from here. It doesn't exist anymore. I think there's like maybe some parts remaining somewhere. Yeah. So this line, and there's another line up here which is blocked off. So that's part of that setup, I guess. But right now it has nothing. That's the oil sensor, I guess. But you know, the thing does not even have a spot where you could install an oil heater. So this thing is just hopeless at the moment to start. But Mr. Joseph does have something going for him, And that's something to do with the bony motor. So the coolant actually enters through that pipe, and it enters this area. This is the head of the bony motor, and it kind of just sits there. It's capped off from that point. I'm not sure why, but I think there should be like a valve or pipe that goes from there to there, so it could circulate. Right now it's just kind of stuck there, but in theory, if you fire up the bony motor is supposed to heat up the coolant of the main motor. I think that's genius, but right now it doesn't work because that thing's plugged off, and dude, the coolant just sits there, right? In order to move the coolant around, in order to circulate it, you need to spin the big motor anyway. That will spin the water pump and it will circulate the coolant. But right now it's just kind of sitting there and it's not going anywhere. So I'm not really sure how useful that setup is. But other than that, Mr. Joseph doesn't have anything else. No glow plug holes, no air intake heater, no fancy gasoline reactor under the engine bay. Now Mr. Japan down over here, this guy has nothing, basically. I'm guessing because this is a gray market machine. I'm not sure, but I think in Japan down you don't really get rough winters, so there's not really a thing there. Now Mr. Blue over here actually does have a couple of options. I'm not sure how I'm gonna show these options, but I can't see. At the moment I can't see, but there should be glow plug holes on 3 of the heads. I remember that the first head right there, that is the old style head, and we did not swap it out when we did the engine rebuild. But yeah, the first 3 heads are new, and they did have glow plug holes in it. However, I never installed those. Not sure why. Maybe we should do that at one point. Another option this thing has is an air intake heater right there. So there's like a little electrical coil there which heats the air up before it enters the combustion chamber. That's garbage, by the way. It doesn't work. I've tried that. It doesn't help with the starting process whatsoever. Pointless. Third option this thing has is a oil heating option. You can see that little lead. That's where you install the oil cooker. And you know, I've been tempting to maybe get that set up, but dude, 270 euros. And the guy even told me it will probably take like half a day to warm the oil up, because it's just so inefficient. So I've never really went with that option. So my goal currently is maybe I can build that trolley thing and just use the Vevor heater to blow hot air into the engine bay for about maybe 30 minutes, an hour. Also cover up the hood of the engine with a blanket or something. That should create like a nice environment for the warm air to stay. I do have some evidence to back it up that this method actually works really great. Last year when it was really cold, I used that thing. I just installed that thing, blowing hot air into the old Blue's engine bay. Also covered up the hood with some blankets, and dude, after like 30 minutes, the thing fired up like it was summer mode. Man, that has to be one of the quickest starts ever. Wow. But this time I want to try to use that thing instead. So let's just make this project happen quickly. Currently it's not very cold outside, but it's supposed to get really cold in a couple of weeks. And then the winter will end apparently. But so let's make the build happen, then wait until the cold arrives. Then we can test it out. Build like a simple trolley thing. Oh. Perfect fit. Almost. This might be a bit problematic. I'm almost out of gas again. That thing is on 0, and that is still showing something. But right now it's a weekend as well. I can't get refillments. I need to get myself bigger bottles. Okay, so the first floor will be for the battery. That will be the heaviest, and I want that weight to be as close as possible to the ground. Don't want to make it top heavy. Now I need to build the second floor, and that's where the drum and bass will be at. We're out of gas. think I can do like 2 more deck wells. Then we're done. There we go. I'm gonna try to continue with some stick welding instead. Although I'm not sure how the sheet metal welding will go with that. I think I broke something. Look at that. Not cool. I mean, why is this thing so big if it can't cut the full sheet? Obviously this is too weak. Dude, you're supposed to cut the sheet metal, not the bolts. What a joker. It's like milk. What? Who even needs that? I don't get these super cheap tools. Such a massive shear. And check that bolt out. There's like M6, no M8 bolt. What a joke. Same deal here. That is M6. Look at that thing. A lot of force goes into that bolt, man. Should be stronger. I also want to bend up these corners as well. Guys, I suddenly remembered. I remembered why I can't remember anything from high school. It's because I was high constantly on markers. Don't do that. That's bad. You will end up like me. I mean, let's be honest. Who in their right mind would want to end up like Ma? Dude, not even I want to end up like me. That's just horrible. Can't even figure out how I'm gonna paint that. Give me a moment. It will come to me. I think I figured it out. Ah, check that out. That's what master's degree in pen smoking does to you. Best education ever. Man, I feel like an Indian dude manufacturing steel boxes. I think I've watched too many of those videos. What do you guys? 4mm rod and 150 amps. Man, I think I'm gonna burn a hole through my table. So let's go like, I don't know, 60. This should work. It's very small, but dude, these rods are just junk, complete junk. They produce more slag while welding than actual steel. So while you're welding, the entire steel just gets smothered in slag. I have no idea why I have not thrown these away. These are just garbage. But maybe we can do it. Oh man, this is so horrible. You can't even see the welding pool. It's just all slag. It doesn't stick on at all. Literally bought that from error kiosk. Worthless. Man, look at that mess. What a mess. Oh man. Bye. Not well, guys. Pretty decent electrodes. Points of information. Invítame. Dude, I think this blade is about to exit. I mean, it only cuts at an angle. It can't cut straight anymore, flat steel. I think that's about it. Trolley finished. Double decker. I think it's pretty good. It's only missing a license plate. Probably need to pay tax on it as well. Oh. Nice. So much soot in there. Wow. There's a lot of soot everywhere. Maybe you're supposed to clean these things out once every now and then. Fill this up. Dude, it looked like a ding dong before. Now it looks like that vacuum cleaner guy from Teletubbies. Vacuum cleaner. Vevor vacuum cleaner. You'll suck everyone dry. God. Should have made the trolley as long, honestly. You know, honestly, I think that's about it. There's only one thing left to do, is just to test it out.
Start heating.
Yeah, you do that thing. God, sir. What the hell is going in the shop? Yeah, that's good. Go away. Yeah, I think I need to point the exhaust the other way to check what this thing is smoking. What the hell? Let's go check the other diesel heater. What is that smoking? And there is no smoke whatsoever here. Look at that. Or maybe a little bit. Definitely better. Looks like everything's on fire. Man, what? Man, look at that guns. So guys, I've been trying to get that thing to work, but I've just been unsuccessful. You know, it works for a little bit, then it just randomly shuts off. Like 5 minutes stays off, then it starts working again on its own. And sometimes it's spewing out error codes like E10, also got E8, E08. Not really sure what they mean right now, need to figure that out. I even hooked up the battery charger just to rule out low voltage, but I'm pretty sure those batteries are both good and fully charged. Shouldn't be the problem there. Actually, I tried both of them. Still problem. I'm guessing the burning chamber probably is full of soot, considering what came out of the exhaust pipe, and I need to clean that out, and maybe it will work then. So another thing I noticed that this pipe, it actually gets pretty warm. I mean, it does work. It starts up, it starts heating, but I think it never really reaches its like normal working cycle or something like that. Then it shuts off, but it does heat up, and the pipe also heats up. So I'm thinking I maybe need to insulate the pipe just to make sure I don't lose heat. But I'm gonna try to dive into this thing, why it's not working. Maybe we can get it back into action. Okay, so after doing a bit of research about the fault codes, so 0.8 can either be two things. It's either lack of fuel or some voltage related problems. And the E10, which was present, now that thing is basically everything else. It's not a very helpful error code, because E10 basically means it can be anything from E01 to E09. So that's not a very useful error code. But we do have some evidence which support the soot buildup issue, and that was the white smoke. Usually that means it's not getting enough air, or the combustion is too rich, something like that. So let's check the burner out, that thing down there. Maybe it's completely clogged, who knows. I have not done anything to this thing ever since I got it. I just kind of used it. Should be pretty straightforward. It's just a bunch of plastic, right? First things first. Put the fuel tank away. There's like a little clamp down there. There's just four bolts down there. Undo those. I think we need to undo the fuel line as well. Yeah. Spill. Oh man. I was expecting a massive cleanup at aisle 5. Guess not. We basically need to access that chamber. So we need to remove the fan, and there should be a metal fan here as well. So then we should be able to access that place. What was that? Something fell, but as per usual, everything that falls in front of your feet just immediately disappears. Can't locate it anymore. So hopefully it was not important. This thing is actually basically pretty simple. Just your cast aluminium block, the heater, the burning chamber. Then you have your intake valve, I mean intake fan, which draws air inwards and also pushes it outwards. The control panel right there, and the glow plug right there. And that's pretty much it. Guess we got some type of a temperature sensor right there. Air intake, exhaust. Pretty easy. Actually, the librarian dude told me that you need to clean these things once every 6 months or so.
Oh, that's a plastic fan. I thought that was metal. Okay. You know, this area looks pretty clean overall.
There's another gasket down there. If that fails, then usually this area also suits up nicely. We need to go deeper though. Holy hell, man, look at that thing. Carbon neutral. What the hell have I been burning in this thing, man? Just pure whales. What? My chimneys are not even this clogged. Look at that. That is so messed up. No wonder it is spewing a bunch of arrow goats. Didn't even know what to post. Just posted everything.
Maximum effort. You can't even see the fins. Wow.
This is so bad that the lens even broke in half on my camera. Look at that. Okay, well, I'm gonna try to reassemble this mess quickly. I don't have the replacement gaskets, but think I'm just gonna use some exhaust putty or exhaust gasket maker. Looks like it did the trick. It's been running for about 30 minutes now and virtually no smoke. Plus it's blowing nice hot air now. That's actually really good. I think that's gonna heat. I think it's gonna heat the engine up pretty well. Very good. I drew some paint on my little red trolley as well. Pretty cute. But dude. Stupid Chinesium tires, man. I filled those up yesterday. Check it out. One is already flat. Completely flat. And the other one, yeah, is still holding air, but wow. These are brand new tires. Even brand new from the store. They're already broken. What a bunch of garbage. Then it's most likely a valve core related issue. But still. What a bunch of crap. It's getting colder. It's getting colder. Soon I can test it out. But first I'm gonna try, maybe I can find some type of insulation material for this pipe. Because I'm afraid that a lot of the heat goes missing through the pipe wall itself while it's traveling towards the engine bay. So if I could insulate that, I could make it more efficient. Maybe I can find something, I don't know. Okay, well, I went with a bit different pipe this time. A bit smaller. It almost fits the thing, it's just a little bit too big. But I'm sure I can clamp it down nicely. Then I don't need that little thing in between. And as for insulation material, I went with this water bite insulation. I went with this option. There was also the other option with rock wool insulation, but I went with this because it's flexible. The other one was pretty... the other one was pretty solid. This is a lot more softer. So I can at least flex it around a bit. Plus it should nicely protect this tubing as well. I assume this is very weak and you can punch holes in it very easily. That seems pretty good. Sadly, it was not a perfect match for the pipe. I think in most cases I need to point it up so it would evenly heat up the engine oil first. But right now I can't really, it still doesn't bend enough. So I think I'm just gonna add something to point it upwards. Look at that, man. Perfect fit. In order to get it up more, I can always put like a Jovian chair under it, or a little pipe extension. But I think chair is a better option. Maximum efficiency. But you know, that's about it. I don't think I have anything left to add. Got my battery down there, the heater up here, and also a battery charger, so I could keep those batteries charged nicely whenever I'm not using it. And I'm kind of curious to find out if it's worth it or not. I mean, the electric heater method was definitely worth it, but that's a 3 kilowatt model. And that's an 8 kilowatt model, so logic kind of dictates that's a better option overall. Probably I'm not gonna keep the thing on during the transport phase. I'm just gonna take it off the lamp, very easy to access. Just take the thing off, and once I set it nicely, then I can put it back. And most likely this end I will just point under the oil pan, somewhere under the engine, plus cover the hood with a blanket or something. The most important thing is to get the oil warm. But as usually the oil is at the bottom of the engine and heat rises up. I'm pretty sure it's gonna heat the other parts of the motor as well. Guess we can call it like a universal glow plug, suited for all engines. By the way, I now kind of realized that you can probably use this on other heating solutions as well. Like, for example, when you want to heat a small room, just park that thing outside and point the hose through a window somewhere. Same can be said when you're camping, for example. Just put that thing outside the tent, put the hose through the tent, nicely keep the tent warm and stuff. The trolley just makes the whole setup easy to transport around. So now is the part where I need to do some testing. But right now it's maybe like -3 outside. It's not worth it trying to do any testing with those temperatures. I need a bit more cold. I'm guessing like -10 would be a good starting point. So at the moment it's just a waiting game and a hoping game that we'll get some decent winter temperatures going around. If not, then I probably have to go fly to Alaska or something in order to test the setup out. That's gonna be very expensive. Okay guys, been a bit of time, but I think I can carry out my little test now. I mean, the environment is not quite what I want it to be. I mean, on the cold side, currently it's about -5, so definitely nothing much. However, it was -11 during the night time and I left the tractor outside, so maybe the engine block is frozen up. I did ask my magic 8-ball what the weather is gonna be, and the guy basically told me this last night was the closest night. Coldest night, I mean, not the closest. So this is my only window right now, and I can at least try it out a bit. Not sure if this is worth it even. Guess we'll see. Oh, by the way, I get all my daily news, you know, world news, from that same 8-ball. Guy predicts everything. It's very accurate. The block is currently at -6. I wish it was a bit colder. I mean, -6 is not that bad. I'm pretty sure I can get this going even without the heater if I tortured the starter for a bit. But whatever, I don't have any other option right now. So either gonna be this cold or it's gonna be +4 in a couple of days. So I'm gonna just try, just gonna see. I guess my main goal is just to determine if this is worth it or not. I mean, how long the setup time will be. Will the thing even do what it's supposed to do? And yeah, basically just want to make sure if this is worth it or not. At -6, probably not. Definitely not. I mean, however, at -20 and stuff like that, at those temperatures, I think it's gonna help tremendously. But I'm gonna hook this thing up down there somewhere and gonna let it run for about 30 minutes. Pretty cool maastik, right? Oh man, too big. Soviet block it is.
Start heating.
You okay? Looks like I'm giving my tractor a clone of that ass thing. I mean, dude, I can't say that word. Sorry. Nice dude on flex. Wow, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think this is gonna help. Definitely. Much more efficient than a flamethrower. I mean, it's been only a couple of minutes, but it's and oil ban 0. That's not correct. 0. -1 there. Oh man, that's pretty hot. Dude, I am extremely hot. But whatever, I'm gonna be right back, 30 minutes, see the temperatures then, a bit more fair. Okay guys, it's been about 22 minutes so far. I just got tired. Let's go check out the situation. I basically just got tired at sitting at the corner. Still pretty much full. Oh yeah, hasn't used much of anything. Nothing's on fire, very good. Oh, the hood. The snow has melted from the hood. That's a good sign. What about this thing? Oh, that's actually pretty warm. Yeah. Good thing I added that insulation around the tube, because this is pretty warm. You can't get an accurate reading, obviously. Where's my thing? My temperature thing. What? Oh, here we go. We can't get an accurate reading, but maybe we'll get something. So that's 3 right now. I don't know. No, 6. That's pretty normal, I guess. This thing. Oh, look at that, man. 14. It was -6 before. And up here 11,
What about that thing? That's 3. That's 1. Not much of change there.
So this spot was -6 before the block.
What is it now? Oh man, look at that. That's like 9 degrees.
Quite a difference there. From -6 to +9 in just 30 minutes. Plus, because I pointed that thing under the oil pan, the oil pan heats up uniformly. It remember when I tried to start the girovets in the last girovets video? I tried to use a blowtorch to heat the oil pan, but dude, I wasted the entire gas bottle. And that didn't really do much of anything because it only heats that one spot. But the entire oil pan is just full of oil. It doesn't help much if you just heat that one stupid spot. This is a lot better option because it heats the entire freaking oil pan, including the oil. And currently the oil pan is like +14, which is pretty good. At least on that side. I'm not sure on this side.
What do we have here? Dude, what the fudge? Look at that. 18. 19. 16. It's all over the place. It's just not one stupid spot. That's pretty good.
Let's see what's up. Okay, I think that went pretty good. Let's do more this thing. Later, baby. Let's do the little ones first. Let's see how this Japanese dude will do. Okay, I'm just gonna try to cold start it. If it starts cold, then no point trying, but... Basically it's gonna go, I think. It's too warm. Yeah. It's too warm, man. No, I'm not gonna even bother with that thing, honestly. I mean, it has glow plugs and they function. Maybe if it's like -40 outside and I would be dead. I mean, then we could possibly try my heater setup on the Bobcat. But right now it's just pointless waste of time. Let's go poke at the girovets. Oh man, I need my Soviet chair here. Soviet chair and Soviet plug working in tandem. Why is this thing like an apartment block? Need climbing equipment to climb onto this tractor. That is not normal. Putsa mera tappa.
What a stupid ass design. Maybe I can chip it away. Stupid ass ice. Now, I cleared this area out last time, but water freezes and the drive shaft for the fuel pump is also frozen. Genius! I mean, who even thought about this? There should be off-run on this location. I'm not sure. Maybe there is. Maybe it's blocked or something. What's this area? Okay, I think the drive shaft is free now.
By the way, guys, I figured out why one of these batteries is leaking. You will never guess it. It's very interesting.
One of the terminals.
Some lead-eating termites have munched their way through the terminal, and it's leaking acid through that port. That's interesting. Hopefully it's not gonna explode. Well, all in all, it took me about almost 40 minutes of prep time, and that thing has been blowing away all this time. So it's already pre-warming the engine up for me while I'm doing the stuff that I need to do anyway. Wonder what the thing is at the moment. $25. Here we have 12, which is also very good. 11 there. 12. So yeah, it's uniformly heating up the entire oil pan. I think that's pretty good. Like I said, with the stupid blowtorch you can only heat that one spot and then move on, and I think that's not good. I mean, like I said, guys, last time I tried to start this thing it was about the same, maybe a couple of degrees colder, and I wasted the entire gas bottle on this oil pan here, and it didn't really help much of all because it still took us quite a bit of time to start this engine up. I'm gonna go throw the blankets on the hood and let's run for about 30 more minutes. Then it's even hour. A bit more for the big block. Oh man. I completely forgot about that thing. It's been several hours now.
Fuel there. Oh.
Well, you know how it is. I figured I'm gonna break for lunch, but then I went to the bathroom. Kind of fell asleep there. You know how it is.
I wonder what's going on down here. Look at that, man. 26. And even from this end. 8 degrees, even on this end. The block
Block is at 5 degrees. Well, 6 almost. And feels pretty warm overall. I think it's gonna start up no problem.
Dude, I'm gonna swap out this battery, the one with the hole in it. It's making weird noises. Plus it's all wet for some reason.
I think it's gonna go.
Guy's like, I'm gonna go. Never mind, I'm dead. better out than in. That's what Supermom always said.
Look at that mess. Gonna let that thing warm up a bit before I shut it down. What a punk of junk. But dude, I love it. Some of you have said that why even bother? Not worth it. Trust me, man, it is worth it. For me at least. It's totally worth it. I love it. I love it so much that I'm gonna buy more of them. I'm gonna buy all of them. Love it to death. By the way, I think I never showed you this, but you know, the electricity wiring on this thing is basically non-existent. I mean, let's go check out the fuse box just to give you an idea. This is what's going on here, and a lot of the wiring, just like that, they have not been connected up anywhere. But on the steering wheel, there's actually something that works. So that button there is the turning signal. And that light lights up once I press that. So that's the indicator for the turning signal. That's crazy, man. That still works. Nothing else works, but still works. Supposed to stall the engine. It's like barely missing something.
know, man. I maxed out that wire. Still doesn't start the engine from the cab.
Oh dude, there's so much fuel here. Look at that. Well, at least the pump's coupler is getting nicely lubed up, I guess. Not good. Yeah, this fuel line broke. Totally rot. Need to swap that out. Dude, I think this is worth it. Definitely worth it, I would say. What do you think? I mean, all I know is that I need to swap that fuel line out. But overall, I think that setup will serve me well. And like I said, in addition to heating up engine blocks, I can use it for other purposes as well. It's kind of like a mobile heater. I mean, just imagine. You need to start up a machine on a cold morning. You just kind of hook that thing up in the morning. Go have a coffee, do a bunch of sex, whatever. It does not matter. This thing will do its thing, and by the time you're finished with the other thing, you can go do your dirt thing with the tractor. I think that kind of sums it up. I think that very well sums up the situation. But in any case, I had fun building that little cart. It was like a very nice little side project. I guess the heater is a plus. And the most important part is that we got to fire up the gyros again. Listen to that music. Also a bunch of leaks. But music above all. Dude, that engine should be in an orchestra with a bunch of violins and stuff. It will be a very good addition to the entire team. But anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap this one up now. It kind of depends though, because well, I still have a couple of weeks until I need to release this video. So maybe during this time we'll be able to get some nice gold. Kind of doubtful, but I mean, the Magic 8 Ball did told me that at least for 2 weeks we're gonna be like -4 maximum. And beyond the 2 weeks time, we're already at March. So beyond that, I don't think we're gonna get any more much coldness. I mean, sadly, looks like the winter is pretty much over. But if it's not, then we're gonna proceed to do another test after credits. If there's nothing after credits, then we did not get any of that weather thing. Until then though, bye bye.